I've had my car for just over a year now, and currently I'm on a trip to Vancouver Island. And it took me several hours to get down here. And during the trip, it had me thinking about some of the things that I liked and disliked about my car. So in this video, we're going to look at the things that I dislike the most, as well as the things that irk me or just find a little bit annoying. We hope you find it useful. My name is Ethan, and welcome to Car Creations. Right, so what do I not like about this car? Well, it's actually extremely hard for me to come up with these, but I decided to show some of my annoyances and some of the things that I kind of just think look a little bit off on a nice car like this. First thing, these brakes. The rear brakes actually look tiny compared to the front ones. So it would have been nice if they didn't look more like the painted OEM one. So the front look amazing because they're nice and big and chunky, whereas the back ones look tiny and like they just painted the ones from the Cooper. So moving on then. Okay, so now we come to the front of the car, and I love the stripes on it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. However, upon closer examination, after it's not even well, it's just over a year old, and you can already see like it looks like water and lines and stuff under it. So it looks like when they put it on the car that there was like dirt or something underneath, even though these should be right from MINI. I'm gonna have to get these redone soon, and that's kind of frustrating for a car that's only just over a year old. The next thing on the outside would be this vent here. So this vent is just fake. It goes to absolutely nothing. On the new GP, both vents on either side go to something, but on this one's fake and this one is not. Also, talking about vents, there's a vent up top, the hood scoop, like the best part about the front of the car. It is also blocked up. So I know there's kits you can get that opens it up, but it's still frustrating that they can't have that on the performance model from factory. Now we come to the gas cap. It feels really plasticky and fake. Like if you open it up, it's actually just chrome coated plastic on the top. So I think you can replace these, and I probably will in the future, but just something to bear in mind. Oh, another thing is, when you're backing up and then you put the car into reverse and turn off the car and you walk back to get something from the trunk, you hear this beep as the backup sensors go crazy. I know it's a safety thing, but it's a bit annoying. When you put it into park, that should turn off. Let's drive it and show you some of the things that I don't like when you drive it. Alright, so annoying stuff inside the car. I must say, McDonald's coffees keep getting better and better. Careful, Starbucks. Alright, so just a little pro tip. If you want to start your car in sport mode, don't put your foot on the brake. Press start, stop, switch. Switch up the car to sport. Double click your exhaust manifolds, and then start it. Some of the stuff I don't like about driving it. Currently, the trunk is open, and sometimes that happens. If you have the keys in your pocket, you shut the trunk, it immediately unlocks again. So, not sure why that happens. What's also interesting, on the way down here, I was getting around 27 miles per gallon, going, I think 120 kilometers per hour on the highway is what the speed limit was. And yeah, I was getting 27 miles per gallon. Now I have it in sport mode with the flaps open at all times. I'm now averaging 30 miles per gallon. But I found a gas station down the road that has 94 octane. I've been putting that in, so maybe that's why I'm getting that. So maybe green mode isn't doing its job. So that's what I'm thinking. So note to self, always drive in sport mode. Okay, so let's get driving here. So one of the first things I don't like, which is fun sometimes, but is how hard the suspension is. So even if I turn it all the way to green mode, it does loosen off a little bit, but you can probably tell from the camera it's still quite jiggling around. There are some roads that I'm driving along, by the time I get to the end of it, I have to actually stop the clip because it's literally moving around all over the place, and we just have to find a better road to film on. Now, with turning the corner, that brings up another problem. When you turn on the signal, I've gotten used to it now, but whoever drives my car, they always bring it up. And it also, it's a BMW thing, let's be honest. You go to turn the signal to go this way, okay? You turn, then you want to turn it off. It goes the other way. Then you go to switch, fix it, and then it goes the other way again. Can't even turn it off, there you go. So, there's 4 different spots for your signals. So, lowest down, if you push it all the way, that's to go left. If you push it down a little bit, it does 3 signals and then stops. If you push it up slightly, it'll do 3 signals and stop. And if you do up all the way, it'll turn it all the way on for right. To turn it off, all you have to do is just push it down slightly and it turns it off. So what most people do is push down all the way, so it just changes back over to the other signals. Honestly, the car is so much fun to drive. I can't think of anything other than those things. It's too much fun. That's annoying for sure. So the next thing I don't like, it happens to be underneath the hood. So I'm just gonna go open it up. To open up the hood in this, all you have to pull this twice. All right. So when cleaning, there's tiny little grooves that you're trying to get into in the engine, and it's just so hard to do. And there's so much plastic that in the end, if you want to do a good detail clean, you have to take a ton off. So that's my only gripe under the hood. So before I show you what I don't like inside, I'm just going to run over to the beach and take a little dip. So let's look in the back and see some stuff I don't like inside. Alright, can you see me? So, these seats, you can either bring down a small segment or a large segment. And that can be frustrating if you want to transfer something in the middle, because it actually cuts out the room in the middle. So instead of having 2 people back here, you have to deal with only having 1. We're at the beach, and I say to my little sister, do not get sand anywhere back here. There's sand all over the seat. And I say to her, don't you dare bring shells back here. What do I see? Cup holder full of shells. My car will never be the same again. I'm gonna have to sell it and buy a new one. Leave me in the comments what car you want me to get next. So when I drove across Canada, I spent probably, 4 full days in this car. These headrests are pretty comfy, but after a while, they tend to push your head forward, so you get muscles hurting in the back of your neck. So what I found is if you put a little pillow right here, if you have a long road trip, and it helps your head go back a little bit, and you don't get the cramped muscles in your neck. Something else I don't like, all my old Minis, you push this, and there's a little private compartment. I don't get that in this car. On the seats, you can pull them out, and they give your legs some support. It is just a crumb trap in there, so that's also something to be aware of. And I also noticed that this is super wiggly for some reason. This only has 30,000 kilometers on it, and look, you can almost pull it right off. Other than that, that's pretty much it for inside the car. Oh look, my car got a friend. Peter. Here, Peter. Oh, he's kissing my car. Bye, Peter. Alright, so that is our video today. I had a very hard time recording it, to be honest, because I cannot find things wrong with my car to save my life. So this video is probably super short, way shorter than normal, so hopefully you enjoy some of the videos that we kind of took to show the surroundings that we're in. That is everything. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it in the description below. And leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. I'm just in the middle of the road right now. I like living life on the edge. Alcantara is hard to clean unless you know what you're doing. Basically just get good at things. That's my tip for the day. Get good.